Hi, this is Ken Lau. Well, when you first see this code, it seems so difficult. But more important is that why do we do what we do here? So let's click OK and let me just close and load. So what we're trying to do is that want to do some SUMIF. We use in Excel. This is what you do. Basically, you have a list. You have this A2 to A6. This is the list. They always check on the same list, and then for each row they will check on the different value here, and if it is correct, then it will always add, it will check the other list which is also constant. So there are two lists that are constant. So in Powerquery, then this A2 to A6 is a list, and B2 to B6 is also a list. So B2 to B6 is a list. Okay, that is SUMIF. So what it does say is that go to column A. If the value is the same as the current row in column A, which is here, then you add the value inside. So that is SUMIF. So now we double click this. I basically load this into the Powerquery as a source tab, and then after that I add a column, add a custom column. So the custom column says that there's a let and there's in. But what is let and in? Okay, before we understand this first, we go to a simple one which is called here, a let and in. So what's let and in? So if you know some programming language, this will be simpler for you. Basically, there's a variable, and there's a value of a variable, there's a value, there's a value, and finally, the result is shown in the in clause. Okay, so let's go further. So it consists of two sections in the let expression because it's two sections. After the let is the variable list of variables, and then after that there's the in. The in will return the result. Okay, returns the value that the let expressions returns is given in the in clause. See, this is the value the expression returns. So in this in clause, it returns the value of variable step 3. So that means something has processed in between the let and in, and the return result is shown in here in the in clause. So let's come back to here. This basically select the rows. As you can see here, it select the rows from the source tab, where wherever that the current field is 1 2 3 is equal to the current field. Oh, okay. So maybe I'll show you just before this one. We have to look at. I'll come back to this step again, but now let's say this is the steps. Okay, so if we this is already the stop step. So okay, so if I just call it table dot select rows, and my action is really just the field itself. One, I'm checking this current table. The field one is equal to, let's say I hard code it to just 1 2 3, and then I close bracket. So what do I get? Wait, out of field one, yeah. So in the field ones, I have field table, correct? And it says that field one, oh yeah, each. So maybe it's not the, maybe the type things. Okay, so as you can see that, or if we use a select rows and we just apply a fixed value 1 2 3, then it will give me that all that all the table in the origin table. They will give me all those rows that has the value of 1 to 3. Okay, and that's what select rows does. So with this, we can actually do a further step by, let's say I extract. So this is a table, and if I will just want to, it will return the table, but I just want to have the field 2 values. And what I get? I get a list. What's the list? This list is 1 and 2, but what is 1 and 2? Let's come back here. This field 2, we basically get this list here. Okay, so just get a column, and when you get a column, it will return as a list. So with this list, I can do a further step, which is called .sum. So essentially, it tells you that if the 1 2 3, if that table, if the column in field 1 is 1 2 3, which is equal to here, if it's 1 2 3, okay, select those row, and after that, get extract only the field 2 value as a list and add this up. So which give you 1 2 3. This is 3. Okay, 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay, so now if I change this value to 4 5 6 and enter, I got 12. Why is that so? Because now I hard code it as 4 5 6, so I only return the rows that are 4 5 6. So 4 5 6 4 5 6 4 5 6. So basically the last 3 rows, and the last 3 rows has 3 4 5. So 3 4 5, when you add together, you get the sum. I mean 3 4 5. How do you get the only 4 5 6? Is that you extract only the column field 2. After you select the rows, the last 3 rows, you select only the field 2. With that list, you do a sum function on the list and get 12. 3 plus 4 plus 5 is 12. So this is for 1 by 1. So now we want to change a bit. Okay, we highlight. Can we double click this? No, we can't. So we just stop this, go to add custom, add column, and now I basically want to, because I want to keep the current rows value as a variable, so that's why I have a let items, and then I call this current items in field 1 equals to the field. Okay, and then in what? In the table select rows, we know that we can check again the source step again and again for each of the item, and then come up with a subset of the source Okay, the source capital S, yeah. So each, just like what you learned just now, we call the field 1 and equals to, but this time we want to use the current value. Okay, current field, close parenthesis. Okay, so click OK. So now you can see that this is the list. The only difference between the previous one is that the value here, what current in field, is dynamic. It's according to whatever the row currently is. So it's 1 2 3 will be there, and this 4 5 6 it will be this list. So as you can see, it returned a subset of the original source table. The source table have this. So now it only return the first 2 value, which is equal to 1 2 3. Okay, 1 2 3. Now In this table itself, we want to extract the field too. So how do we do that? Well, come over here and just type in field 2. Oops. Let's see. Where? Not here, but here. Yeah, so it becomes a list. This is 1, 2. This is also 1, 2. So once you finish this, we can call another one here called list.sum. So now we got 3, 3, 12, 12. So this is essentially same as when you do a sum if function. Okay, I hope this is useful to you. List.sum with the let. Okay, with the let things. So double click here with the let. So you can always have this list here in the in. So in the in we perform some M language, but the difference is that we want to check the current row items, the current items in the field 1 list. So after that, we extract that column field 2. Okay, you get understanding better by taking this example, work on it, and when you understand it, it will be yours. Thanks for watching. God bless you. God bless Asia. I thank Jesus for ability to share.